All right, guys, let's do this.
Let's talk about the word restroom because it has a sexist history.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay.
In the 1800s, women started working in factories for the first time alongside men.
Oh, Jesus. What a shame, huh? Just kidding.
This obviously went against every single gender norm, so it made people very uncomfortable. The main norm it went against was the idea that women were so fragile that we were not suited to work for pay. These concerns were taken so seriously that even the US government was reporting on women's fragility. And
okay.
a suggested solution was rest or emergency rooms in the factories. So factories started setting up these rooms that had couches and chairs for women to sit in case out of the blue.
That emerged in the 1800s, during the era women and men were first brought together as workers in factories. The idea of men and women working side by side on the factory floor threatened to upset cherished Victorian beliefs about the differences between them. One such belief was that women were more fragile than men and therefore less suited for working for pay. Reflecting this belief, the Department of Labor reported in 1930 that a woman's body is unable to withstand strains, fatigue, and depression of man's. As a solution, another study recommended the provision of rest emergency rooms on the symptoms of illness. People will recognize where as well. Why did it take them? It said during the 1800s, and then they didn't do this until 1912. Why would it take them so long to implement this unless it was desired? I'm not trying to be rude, but like, have you done physical labor with women before? I'm really not trying to be rude. It's a very different experience doing physical labor with women versus doing it with men. Okay? Like, factories back then weren't nearly as automated. It was much more physically demanding. And I'm not saying that like women are incapable in general, but like maybe it's a little tough to do physical stuff for women compared to men. Men tend to be just stronger. This isn't like a fuck women thing. Nowadays, it doesn't matter because our factories are like very automated. So like it doesn't matter. But back then, maybe there was like an issue and maybe the women advocated for restrooms. I don't really know. Like, maybe that's what happened. Like, why do we assume that like women don't complain just as much as men about different things? You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. I don't know. Okay.
Attacks of dizziness, fainting, etc. But this wasn't
maybe they were having those problems. Factory settings were horrible. Like probably breathing in a bunch of smoke. I don't know.
The only function restrooms served. They were also strategically placed right between the factory floor and the women's toilets.
Good for them, man. That's nice. Women's restrooms served a second purpose. You know what's so crazy though? All right, women's restroom serves a second purpose too. Employees place them between the factory floor and women's toilets at the women's head. Okay, pass through them. Okay. I remember going to my mother's office. She used to work at White Castle, and they had like a home office because she worked in the home office sometimes. She was an area supervisor, so she was either in the office or going around to different stores. I would go there every like Sunday because she didn't get a babysitter, so I would go there like the whole day, or Saturday, I don't remember. And I remember this distinctly, that the men's bathrooms were just a bathroom with like urinals and poopy stalls, and women's bathrooms, you walked it like literally. If I do this here, listen, it was like here's the men's bathroom. There's a door here. You walk through the door, and then there's like another like a swinging door here, I guess to protect from eyesight. And then over here was like a latrine, what was I just said the word, like a latrine. What is it called? You just piss into it. You know what I'm saying? Right here, there was a sink over here, and then there were two stalls in like this corner. Right? That's a urinal. Yeah. Okay. So the woman's one though, you walked through the door. There was a huge waiting area with a fucking couch in it. Like it was big. It was like a huge waiting area like this with a couch in it. And then that connected with like, there was like a couch, there was like a wardrobe, and then there was the bathrooms connected over here. So it's like, I don't understand the idea that like, women may have advocated for this. They might have said, hey, we need the restroom. I don't know. But like, don't you think it's weird? I don't know, dude. I used to hang out in here all the time though. I would sit on I think the couch was actually over here and the wardrobe was here, and then like I don't know what's here. Either way, like I don't know. I feel like, why does everything have to be sexist in like this absolute way? Like I don't understand. Okay.
So that if women had to go to the bathroom, they could just say they were going to the restroom, and they could conceal any signs of bodily functions.
Wait, that sounds really nice.
restroom and they could conceal any signs of bodily functions because women don't go to the bathroom, right?
This woman's an idiot. Okay, this is probably a they them though. I don't know. Okay, so like that, you know what that last thing sounds to me? Is if you're a woman listening to this, tell me, explain. Like, I know that it feels embarrassing to say I'm on my period. I need to go to the bathroom. Tell me it's not embarrassing. Tell me it's not embarrassing to announce to the world that you're on your period and you feel like you need to go to the bathroom. No, of course that's embarrassing. It's just the way you feel. I don't give a shit, but a lot of women do. So like, if you all you need to say is I have to go to the restroom, and you're really trying to fucking plug your pussy, you know what I mean? Like what? Like, and she made it seem like that was so weird. That sounds great. That sounds perfect for women. I don't understand. Right? Maybe the reason that maybe women advocated for these restrooms, which is if this is even true, because when they're on their period, maybe they needed an extra break, which is totally fine, which makes perfect sense. Like, I don't have a period. If you're a woman with a period, like, you probably need more of a break. I don't bleed and cramp once, like, for a week out of the month if I'm on a normal cycle, because I know some people have like month-long cycles. It's horrible. But you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, this is stupid. What this sounds like to me is, I don't know the history. What it sounds like, though, is that this person they found out that possibly, like, workspaces created a room for women to rest if they were too physically exerted or they needed to deal with their period. And then now all of a sudden that's male sexism and men hate everybody. You know, like, I understand that in workplaces that, like, sometimes men will assume a woman can't do a particular job and then they'll do it for them. But then also sometimes women ask men to do jobs for them that they don't want to do. There's so many times where, like, a woman's asking me to do her, like, heavy lifting or doing something that's, like, dirty because they're a girl. Now, maybe that's socialized. I don't really, or you know, environment. I don't care. But, like, it happens. I don't understand. Like, we act like people give a shit. In the real world, like, women sometimes will ask me to do stuff, and then I'll do it. And, like, I'm not like, oh, this woman's incapable. Like, it'll be something stupid, like a 5-minute job that, like, for their 8-hour workday that was, like, inconsequential to me, you know, doing it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, who cares? It's like the same thing as somebody that's, like, fucking short or, like, disabled asked me to do something at work. I don't care. Like, if I have the free time, I'll help. I just don't give a shit. I feel like everybody's like we're so like, oh, we got to micromanage, like, everything. Ooh, we have to do, like, a direct one-to-one comparison for, like, every person in the entire world for everything. And, like, oh, everything is sexist. It's like, relax. Sexism exists, but not like everything is this horrible sexism. This sounds to me like this was actually trying not to be sexist. This sounds like women may have advocated for a restroom and men were like, okay, let's do that for women. So, I don't know. This whole thing is just so stupid to me. But guess what? Now, women, you guys lost your couch in your bathroom. So, fuck feminism, am I right? Fuck you too. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down to the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.